A very good morning to all of you. It's really a very cloudy day. It seems like it's about to rain just about any moment. But we are out here in a wet green forest, and our young friend over here has no problem with it. He enjoys the fresh greenery. As you can see, he finds it absolutely irresistible. We'll allow him to take a bit of leeway. Come on, boy, let's go. Okay, the thing that I want to mention today is, come on, boy, that's enough. I wanted to take note of something, that when Jesus Christ came to earth at his first advent, that is his first appearance, that who was God in the flesh, and we understand that from Scripture. And he never spoke about the sin issue. I mean, yes, he mentioned the fact about men being sinners, and but he never elaborated on it. And of course, let's not forget that he came specifically, very, very specifically, for the nation of Israel at that time, the Jews specifically. And of course, let's go down here, boy. Come on, let's go down here. No, come on. Let's go down here. Come on. Good boy. That's it. Come on. That's it. Okay. So he never spoke about the sin factor. And the reason he didn't speak about it is because, very simply, they didn't need to know. The Jews were never going to be a part of God's mystery program at the time, because they were part of God's earthly program. That's the kingdom of heaven on earth. So they didn't need to know. And so he kept it hidden from them. In fact, if you go to the book of Luke, chapter 18, around about verse 30, 31, 32, 33, that area, where Christ is about to go to Jerusalem, and he tells them, he says, the Son of Man, speaking of himself, must go to Jerusalem. And he tells them very categorically, he says, he shall be scourged, he shall be mocked upon, he shall be spat upon, he shall be handed over to the Gentiles, which is the Romans, and they shall scourge him, they shall beat him, and they shall kill him. But on the third day, he will rise again. And you find in the very same breath, as we move into the next verse, that Luke says they understood none of these things, because this saying had been hidden from them. So you see the picture now. A lot of us probably have read the Gospel of Luke. We have probably read that part many times, but we've never really stopped to see it and examine it and see what it means. And the reason is because it was a mystery that God kept secret before the world began. So the Jews didn't need to know about this whole idea of how sin started. As far as they were concerned, they just had to follow certain instructions that God laid out through the Mosaic law regarding their rituals when it came to giving a sin offering, and they had to do that by faith. Faith is never ruled out anywhere in the Scripture, because that's one of the absolutes of Scripture, that without faith it is impossible to please God. And while we're at it, the second absolute of Scripture is that without the shedding of blood, there is no remission of sins. Okay, so this was hidden, and it was meant to be revealed only to the Grace Age people. That is you and me. And all the doctrines, come on, boy, come on, let's go. And all those doctrine of that message comes to us only through the Apostle Paul. And come on. Oh, I got to manage him with one hand and the camera in the other hand. But so when we come to Paul, then only we come to know that because of Adam's fall, sin. Now sin is not an act but rather a nature. That sin nature came to all men. And because of that sin nature, come on, hey, let's go. We all have committed acts of sin, and hence we have all fallen short of the glory of God. Now this was never known in the Old Testament. It was never known in the four Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. And it was never revealed to anyone except to us and only through the Apostle Paul. So that is very, very important, and that is why we give Paul utmost importance and indispensable importance in this age of grace. So do keep that in mind, and because a lot of people have hang-ups about Paul. They rather go and listen to Peter and James and John, and which is okay by all means, because we can draw a lot from them. But there's no understanding of these things, and there is no salvation message, neither anything concerning doctrines for this age of grace. In fact, as I close, please do go to the book of 2 Peter, to the last chapter 3, and read. Please read for yourselves verses 15, 16, 17, that area of 2 Peter chapter 3, and he says, and he admonishes his Jewish readers, because he's writing to the Jews. He said, now listen to the Apostle Paul. He is the man of the hour, in so many words. And the things that have been revealed to him, the things that have been shown to him. He says, follow him. And he admits that there are some things that are hard to be understood. So Peter admits that even he couldn't understand some things. Yes, he probably did well understand that salvation now comes through the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. But there were many things concerning the grace age doctrines that he could not understand. So he says, Paul has written to you. He says, now stick with him. And this was shortly before his departure from the earth, before his martyrdom. So do keep that in mind. And we're not against Peter, James, or John. We read all of the Bible, as Paul says, all of Scripture is for our learning, that we, through the patience of Scripture, might have comfort and hope. So God bless you this morning, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.